Have you ever opened your phone to check one notification and then woke up 30 minutes later with nothing done? Not because you're lazy, not because you're broken, not because you suddenly developed a disorder. It's because you're living inside the loudest attention marketplace in human history. Every app is competing for one thing: your eyes. Every notification is a tiny hook. Just one more video is a trap that feels harmless until your day disappears. And the cost isn't only productivity, it's your ability to think. Because deep work, real learning, real creativity, real progress requires something rare now: sustained attention. And sustained attention is exactly what the modern world keeps interrupting. Here's the part most people don't realize. Distractions don't only steal minutes, they steal momentum. You don't lose 10 seconds when you check your phone. You lose the mental thread you were holding. And once that thread snaps, your brain has to rebuild context again from scratch. So what do? Do you try harder? Use more willpower? Download another productivity app? What if the solution is older than every screen you own? In Japanese Zen practice, there is a principle often translated as one action, one mind, one moment, one task. Full presence, not multitasking, not half-living, one thing completely. Today, I'm going to show you how this works, why it works, and how you can train it in a way that's actually realistic. And to make it real, let me tell you a story. Noah was the type of person teachers described as capable. He understood the material when someone explained it. He asked smart questions. He had big goals, but his life had one repeating pattern. He would sit down to work, feel a little resistance, and then escape. Escape into messages, escape into short videos, escape into research that wasn't really research. And the worst part was this: Noah wasn't having fun. He wasn't relaxing. He was just avoiding. He'd start the day with a plan and end the day with guilt. I'm wasting my potential, he told himself. Why can't I just do what I'm supposed to do? One night, after turning in another rushed assignment, he stared at his screen and felt something click. It wasn't motivation, it was exhaustion, the kind that makes you stop negotiating with yourself. He didn't need a new playlist. He didn't need a new desk setup. He didn't need a new app. He needed a new relationship with attention. The next morning, he went to the only person he knew who always seemed calm. Mr. Sato taught mathematics. He spoke quietly, moved slowly, and somehow the room listened. Noah walked up after class and said the truth, without excuses. I can't focus. I want to succeed, but my mind keeps jumping. I'm always somewhere else. Mr. Sato didn't shame him. He didn't diagnose him. He didn't give him a lecture. He asked one question: when you work, how many places can reach you? Noah blinked. What? Mr. Sato pointed gently. Your phone, your laptop, your tabs, your notifications, your music, your messages, your open doors, your open snacks, your open thoughts. Then he said, you are not failing because you don't want it. You're failing because your environment is designed for interruption. Noah felt that in his chest, because it was true. Mr. Sato took a pen and wrote 2 words on a sticky note. One thing. He handed it to Noah like it was a key. This is your practice, he said. You will not train focus by fighting distractions. You will train focus by returning again and again without anger. Noah leaned forward. Return to what? Mr. Sato smiled. To the one thing you are doing right now. And when you forget, you return. That is the entire skill. It sounded too simple, almost insulting, but something about Mr. Sato's certainty made Noah try it. Okay, Noah said. How? Mr. Sato gave him a method, not a speech. That afternoon, Noah went home and created a ritual. Not a vibe, not a motivation. A ritual. He did 5 things. He put his phone in a different room. Not face down, not silent. Another room. He cleared his desk. Not perfectly. Just enough that it didn't scream chaos. He opened 1 tab. 1. Not 5, just in case. 1. He set a timer, 25 minutes. He took 3 slow breaths. Then he started. The first minutes were ugly. His mind threw tantrums like a child. Check your phone. See if anyone replied. This is boring. Watch something quick. Start tomorrow. And this is where the old Noah would have lost. But this time, he did something new. He didn't argue. He didn't panic. He didn't shame himself. He labeled it distraction. And he returned. It happened again. Distraction. Return. Again. Distraction. Return. By the end of the first 25 minutes, he had returned maybe 15 times. And that's when he realized something that changed him. Returning wasn't failure. Returning was training. Every return was a repetition. Every repetition was a stronger attention muscle. He took a 5-minute break, no phone. He stood up, drank water, stretched, looked out the window like a normal human being. Then another 25 minutes. Something shifted. His mind got quieter, not silent quieter. By the third focus block, he hit a state he normally only reached playing games or watching a series. The world narrowed. Time got weird. The task felt immersive. When the timer rang, Noah looked up like he had been underwater. He hadn't just studied, he had been inside the studying. And for the first time in months, he felt powerful. Not hype, not adrenaline, control. Most people think multitasking means doing more, but multitasking is usually just switching fast, and every switch has a cost. You pay with clarity, you pay with energy, you pay with depth. The reason you feel tired after a day of being busy is because your brain has been restarting itself all day. Noah didn't need to become a monk. It just needed one rule. When you are doing something, you are only doing that. When you read, you read. When you write, you write. When you write, when you listen, you listen. When you rest, you rest. Because half work is not work, half rest is not rest, and half living is not living. So Noah applied the practice outside homework. When he ate no videos. When he talked to someone, he actually listened. When he walked, he noticed where he was. His days started to feel longer. Not because he had more time, because he was finally inside his time. 2 weeks later, Noah sat for a test. Usually tests were a blur. Anxiety, rushing, guessing, regrets. This time, he did the ritual in his chair. 1 breath, 2nd breath, 3rd breath. One thing, one question, full attention. He didn't think about the next problem. He didn't think about his grade. He didn't think about how long was left. He stayed with the problem like it was the only thing in the universe. After the test, something surprising happened. Even if he didn't get everything perfect, he felt proud because he had been present. And presence creates progress. When the results came back, his score jumped, not because he suddenly became a genius, because he stopped leaking attention all day. His teacher didn't congratulate him with hype. Mr. Sato simply nodded, like he already knew. Here's what's actually happening when you practice one thing. You're training attention regulation, the ability to notice where your mind is and choose where it goes next. That skill is connected to impulse control, planning, and emotional stability. And yes, scientific research on mindfulness and focused attention practices suggests measurable changes in attention and brain structure function over time, though the exact outcomes depend on the study and the practice style. But you don't need to memorize neuroscience to benefit. You only need to understand this. Your phone is not the only distraction. Your mind is also a distraction machine. It will generate memories, future fantasies, random worries, unfinished conversations, old mistakes, new fears. You can't delete those thoughts, but you can change your relationship with them. Instead of obeying every thought, you learn to witness it and return. That's the whole game. If you want to try this starting today, do this for 7 days, daily. 2 focus blocks, 25 minutes. 1 task, 1 tab. Phone in another room, 5 minutes. Break with no scrolling, repeat once. The rule: whenever you notice you drifted, say quietly, return. No anger, no drama, just return. After each session, write 1 line, what distracted me today, what helped me return. That's it. Not complicated, not trendy, not fake discipline, just training.